Hello everyone and welcome to today's session brought to you guys by STEM Lockdown Digital School. This is an English first additional language lesson for grade 10s and the topic today is writing and presenting Write a Flyer. I am your presenter, Ms. Pearl Nonhlanhla. The textbooks used for this lesson are Solutions for All English Home Language Grade 10 Learner Book brought to us by Macmillan. The next one is Mind the Gap Writing Study Guide provided to us by the Department of Basic Education, and the last one is Guideline for Teaching and Writing Essays and Transitional Texts. Let's quickly recap on yesterday's work. Yesterday we did poetry, and we said that poetry is a form of literature that uses aesthetics and often rhythmic qualities of language such as phonostatic, sound symbolism, and meter to evoke meanings in addition to or in the place of prosaic ostensible meaning. At the end of today's lesson, you will know what a flyer is. You will know how to create a flyer. You will know the language used when creating and organizing a flyer. You will know the format followed when creating a flyer. You will know why flyers are created. Are you ready? Let's get to it. What is a flyer? A flyer is an advertisement. That is a very, very small piece of advertisement. Sometimes you can hand out a flyer for a bake sale or a book club. You can also hand out flyers for car boot sales or a flyer for shoe sales. So flyers are basically advertisements capturing people's interests and people's businesses, but is usually small and very creative. A flyer is a small pamphlet often put in post boxes or handed out at stop streets, etc., advertising an event or business. It is usually distributed free. The layout is crossed between a poster and a pamphlet. It often has graphics. The idea is to disseminate information at a modest price to the advertiser. Features of a flyer. A flyer is a cheap and simple form of advertising. It is usually a one-page leaflet that is handed out to people. It briefly states in simple language the most important information that the readers need to know about the product, service, or event. You can include a special offer, discount, or free code to make readers feel they are getting a good deal. The layout should be interesting and eye-catching, and you must use different fonts to catch the reader's attention. A leaflet is a printed sheet containing information or advertising, usually distributed free, often used interchangeably with flyer. A pamphlet is a small booklet or leaflet containing information on a single subject, for example, a brief summary on an event or business. It is usually about an A4 page with a fair amount of prose and may have graphics. It is often folded. When you are writing a flyer, your text must be between 80 to 100 words long because you don't want to bore the people you are advertising to with a lot of words. Here's a feature of a flyer. Flyer starts with a heading, for example, do you need a painter? Then your information about the service. So you'd have the heading. Isaac Khumalo can help you. Why? He has the expertise and experience. Isaac has 22 years of experience in the trade and has many satisfied customers. He promises you a paint job that looks great and will last and no mess to clean up afterwards. Works in the waterfall, hedges and plain areas. References shown on request, and then at the very bottom you would have your contact details. And there are Isaac Khumalo's contact details at the bottom of the screen. At the end of writing a flyer, you indicate how many words you have used when writing this flyer. So, when you are writing a flyer, it's very simple. We follow our normal steps. Step 1 is choosing a topic. So here's the topic. You employ your painter Isaac Khumalo to paint your house. His work was of a high standard. Now he wishes to promote his business and has asked you to write a flyer. Write this flyer out. When you are writing a flyer, we do not include any drawings or illustrations for English home language because you do not get any marks for this. What you get marks for is the information included in the flyer and the format, the correct format followed. So when you pick a topic, it's always important also to identify keywords to help you with the planning. So the keywords in this instance are painter, high standard, business, and flyer. Step 2 is you plan. So you must plan, number 1, for your heading. What is your heading going to be? Number 2, What are you going to say about after your heading? Are you going to give us a quote? Are you going to give us a solution to the problem posed in the heading? Number 3, you would give the expertise, experience, detailed, satisfied customers or references. And then lastly, you would give contact details and a free quote, for example. Then after step 2, you would be required to write and edit a draft. And I've given you there an example of a written and edited draft. When you edit your draft, you must check if there are no grammar, punctuation, or spelling issues. Then finally, you give your final draft with your heading, your information about the service, and the contact details. Now it's your turn. Your uncle has a small gardening service. However, he needs more customers and he has asked you for help. Write a flyer in which you promote his business. Your flyer should be between 80 to 100 words long, and ensure you follow all the steps when writing your flyer. Once you're done, you can email all your flyers to me at langa.pearl@gmail.com. That's langa.pearl@gmail.com. Remember, a flyer is a small pamphlet often put in post boxes or handed out at stop streets, etc., advertising an event or a business. It is usually distributed free. The layout is a cross between a poster and a pamphlet. It often has graphics. The idea is to disseminate information at a modest price to the advertiser. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tune in again tomorrow. We'll be looking at literal and figurative language and Kahoot. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. For more information, go to africateengeeks.co.za, contact me at langa.pearl@gmail.com, or you can follow us on social media. Goodbye.